how do you see, the key challenges coming your way in the next, in the post-COVID era, after the pandemic, and how the consumer behavior will change in the time to come?
Yeah, I think one thing personally I have learned and embraced is, and it happened because I was pushed into it, is always have a very agile mindset. Plans are good to be made. They give you directional indication of where you're heading, etc. But always at every point of time be open to taking a different course. Number one, and secondly, have a crisis plan in place, which is actually the term a lot of us use, the term plan B. What is your plan B? I don't know how many of us actually practice that, theoretically, because we always work with our plan A and we go all out to make our plan A successful, but we don't really focus too much on the plan B, which is the crisis plan. What happens when we hit something? And that's something which I have learned, and I talk and I speak about it to my fellow marketeers and within my teams, as to situations can change. Be in an agile mindset. Your target, we are achieving this goal, but there are multiple ways to reach that goal. Let's keep all of those options alive while we work on plan A fully, but there is a chance that we might look at plan B or a crisis plan. Take that up in all ways possible. So that's something which has given us a big learning. So imagine you're managing a P&L for a big broadcast channel where you are you're scheduled to make X 100 crores by month 5, month 6, and suddenly you can't shoot. There are no advertisers. What do? You've got to look at either a plan where you save, either a plan where you go upstream. You got to do something different. You can't just sit there and wait for situation to get better, or and not improvise. That's not something which is an option anymore. So that's where I felt most of us have evolved to. I would hope so, and I have personally as well. I think in your next part of the question was what will the consumer behavior change to? Correct?
In the coming point of time, how it is going to change? How are you foreseeing it?
Yeah. So I feel the consumer is always evolving. Okay, it's just that during this period, a lot of us as marketeers actually paused and heard the consumer more than what we would have earlier in the past. We actually, in the past, we would hear consumers for either a campaign or some sort of communication we want to do, right? Get your inputs, or make a business plan recourse basis the consumer's feedback, etc. But this is the first time where most marketers had actually spent time understanding the consumer, the mindset, what is changing in the consumers. And consumers also, thanks to the digital expansion, were extremely vocal through the entire period and have been. So this is actually a very, very good moment for marketers to get a good understanding and embrace customer feedback to implement their marketing plans. Create more communities, forge connections, and how does those connections underscore your values and purpose as a brand? I think that is the most important part, which the consumer changes we are seeing, and it will be in times to come as well. So more listening and trying to see what is your value and your purpose for the consumer is something which is the shift I've seen.